Hey everybody, Up and Adam here. So I've been talking to a few followers of mine that kind of follow my posts and follow my talks. And I was asked by a few friends of mine to maybe give an update on some politics, that how things are going with us now that we've seen a few things happen after Mr. Trump's in, we have our new government in, things like that. And we had kind of an interesting talk yesterday with one of the supervisors where we're working. And, like the talk of tariffs was a big thing, especially during our election. And if you go back to my tariff talk before the election, it actually is coming true right now, where I had mentioned that the cost of the tariffs is absorbed by the actual consumer. And right now, I know last week Walmart came out, said to the President of the United States that they can't absorb what the cost of the tariffs is going to be. It's making it hard for them, and it will. But on our side of the border, we're getting hit right now. I think we've got whatever tariffs are on already, plus an additional, I think 14% is what they're saying. And so let's say, I don't know if we got 20 or 25% tariff already on our lumber and things, add 14% to that. So Canadian lumber is actually going to be quite expensive in the States compared to what it should be here. Now, there is a few things happening right now, and I know that, everybody's trying to preserve Canadians, what our resources are, keep them here, buy Canada, stuff like that, which is great. But I'm still hearing the words counter tariffs. Like, we don't need to have counter tariffs if we're seeing that things are driving inflation and it's driving costs up in the States, all that stuff. What we need to get at is, keep ourselves self-sufficient, keep our economy thriving. Maybe some tax breaks would even help people get through the tougher times, as opposed to taxing more or anything like that. And we're not really sure exactly what will happen there. We haven't seen a federal budget yet, which apparently yesterday there was a vote where they're going to actually be forced to actually show a budget, which I don't know how you could avoid it, because it's kind of part of the deal, is it not? Like, the public should know what the federal budget is. But so as far as the lumber industry goes, like, we're full throttle. Like, everybody's got contracts, everybody's working. There's actually there's a lot of people looking for operators, things like that. Right now, we don't see much of a difference. Everybody's, what we say is just driving her. We're starting to get into where our contracts are settled in now. We're started up. I can't see any different this year than I did last year or the year before. It always seems to be either the media's blowing it out of proportion, or I don't know. It just seems like there's a lot more to this than what we normally see, or what we're seeing on the sites and what we're being told is two different things. So anyway, I do think that the tariffs and things are going to come into play. Most people that I talk to will say, we really don't know exactly what's going to happen. But if the tariffs actually do what Mr. Trump wants them to do, President Trump, then he will force people or companies in the States or to come to the States to produce their lumber and stuff like that. Whereas, making lumber from either Canada or Europe or whatever and shipping it to the States will be so expensive that people don't want to do that. So I think that's his main goal. On the other hand, it might not be a bad idea if we just said, hey, if maybe we'll get rid of our tariffs, you get rid of yours, we'll cause a North American free trade, and we're on the same continent. I know that might sound like a pro-Trump deal or whatever, you know, don't take me for that way, but I could see some differences to that. Maybe things would work better that way if we just had a North American free trade agreement where, hey, things can come and go off the border. Only problem is the US dollar is worth more than the Canadian dollar, stuff like that. So anyway, so yeah, that's my 2 cents for today. It's kind of an update. I'll do it again later on once we know exactly what's happening, because right now like I said, we don't see much in the difference of what we should be expecting, I guess. And yeah, we're working straight out, doing what we normally do. So don't panic. So far, so good. And we'll see you whenever this all starts to affect us. I'll come back on, and we'll see you then. All right, have a good day, guys. Catch you later.